Here's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Little striker. Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Black shot.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Jones. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go, set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one swung out to Montgomery. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. first and 10. Jones, he's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Tua sets up to pass it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Montgomery.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ty Montgomery from 6 yards away.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
52.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. Field, black. Yellow.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ready.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Okay, right?
Tua now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Caught, it's Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the ball.
Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Marcus Jones. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Patriots 21. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score. Quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Here's Stevenson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. You're not going to get another playoff. Time has... Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starter is telling them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Jones. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Folk's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
97. Claws red. Ready?
To throw again on second down. Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
52 blaster. Set.
On second down, Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Jones. Gets this to Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality. And that was a quality catch right there.
Jones. Open man here, the tight end, Henry.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw is Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Here's Jones to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
In motion left, the tight end. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
38-all. Nick Polk to kick off for New England.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And this complete to Henry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Shot, 17, right.
From the 27,
Tua.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Tua to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
We'll get this to about the 38. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
From the 38, Jones able to complete it to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's an Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
Now Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, normally when you see a group score this big,